So, there's a lot of F's in our life that we need to calm down. Fight, flight, freeze, fawn, flop, foggy dissociated brain. And so to be neurologically informed, what happens is when we are upset, we kick into our sympathetic nervous system. And it's up here that we're ready to fight or flight or sometimes just flop, freeze. It is definitely a defensive posture. The problem is that sometimes we get stuck there. So if you were chased by a bear, or sort of a metaphorical bear, and it's an hour later and the bear is gone, or the situation is gone, do we release it? Not as humans. We rehash it. We call a friend. We call our spouses. We call our therapist. We rehash it so much that we stay in the sympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic nervous system was meant to be a short-term response to danger and then relax. So the goal of EFT is to kick you out of the sympathetic nervous system into the parasympathetic nervous system, because it's in the parasympathetic nervous system that everything is smooth. Most importantly, parasympathetic nervous system is talked about as rest, digest, relaxation, safety, all the body functions of running smoothly, including your immune system. See, when you're in fight or flight, that heart is pumping to kick blood up to these major organs and that, I mean, major muscles, because we need to be strong. And by the way, that happens in pain too. People don't release that sensation. So the goal here is to release that. So I have a question for all of you, and I don't know that I'll see you, and that's okay if I don't see you. But my question to all of you is, when you feel stressed out, where do you feel it in your body? Where do you feel it in your body? And typically when I ask this question and I can see the participants, people are holding their chest, either a racy or tight chest, their stomachs, their shoulders, their heads, their jaws. For me, honestly, for me, it is my stomach. My stomach is my barometer of stress, and I can also get the shakes. I can get pretty jittery. So where is it for you? Where do you feel stress in your body? Now, I'm assuming that most of us are therapists here or practitioners of some type. And what that means is that most of us that do talk therapy, we don't necessarily talk about the body very much. We don't. I mean, we watch body language, we read body language, but I never before EFT said to the person, is your heart racing out of your chest? And in fact, if they came in and told me that, we used to consider them unsophisticated enough. We used to call them somatization clients, and that was not a positive term. It was a negative term. But I want you to know EFT and tapping does work with the body, and sometimes right away. I definitely like this slide a lot. And you have these in your handouts. They're yours to keep, to use any way that you need to. But all emotions have a physical reaction. We don't talk about that much in talk therapy, but stress can cause all these changes. We can have a dry throat, we can have muscle changes, our blood pressure goes up and down, blotting time increases, stomach, we can have slowed or explosive urination and elimination, our breathing changes, our hormones, sweating, goosebumps, just the works. And you can read through these on your own. But I like this slide because most people don't think about an issue that's up here affecting the whole body, and it does.